Hello Jam Fam, how crazy is it that it's 2022 already? My mind is blowing, the time is flying. But before we even get into this video, just give yourself a massive pat on the back for making it to this year, because we have all gone through some crazy wild stuff in the last couple of years, but here we are. We're gonna make the most of it. And speaking of making the most of it, you may have seen on Instagram, on TikTok, there's a trend, Hot Girl 2022, and being that girl, and I love it. But I just wanted to hone in a little bit on it, because when people say Hot Girl 2022, you kind of have this mindset, hot girl, like being my hottest self means being my best looking self, means being my skinniest self, means being my prettiest self. But for me, Hot Girl 2022 really means being the best version of yourself. It means feeling confident, it means having direction and purpose and fulfillment and all of these other things, because when you're feeling good on the outside, it's going to shine through, and you can look great on the outside, but that doesn't mean anything if you're feeling miserable and drained and exhausted all the time. So you probably clicked on this video because of the title. I've put on well over 25 pounds in the last 2 years, but mostly the last couple of months, and I'm not mad about it. This story time is probably my favorite ever, not because of the story that I'm sharing, because to be honest with you, I have really struggled with body image and eating disorder my whole life. It's been something that's haunted me, and that is vulnerable to speak about. There's a stigma in it, you're ashamed about it, you're embarrassed about it, and speaking up about it is really hard. So it's not my favorite story because of that. It's my favorite story because it's the fact that I can do it, because I'm working on my mindset. I am so much healthier than I've ever been, and I'm not just talking about just my body, but I'm also talking about my mind as well. So growing up, I've always struggled with my weight and my image, and I think so many of us, especially women, we really have this projection from society of what we should look like, and it's something that we struggle with often silently, and I know I did. And over the last, I want to say 5 years, I've just gotten better and better. My mindset has gotten healthier, and it's not to say that I don't hear those lies anymore. I do, they sneak in sometimes, as much as I try to block them out, but the difference is what I do with those thoughts when they come into my head. I don't keep thinking about it, I don't obsess over it, and guys, I'm so much happier. And it's so crazy because I got on the scale the other day and I weighed myself and I burst into tears. Like, I am such a huge advocate for not using a scale. Burst into tears because I was like, oh my gosh, I've put on 25 pounds. That is wild. And I literally had to pull myself up, stop crying, wipe the snot and the tears off my face, and I started journaling, and I was like, why is this affecting me so bad? Because 5 minutes ago, this weight didn't bother me. I liked how it looked, I liked how I felt. And then I saw this number, and all of a sudden, like, these obsessive voices in my head going, okay, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. But the reality is, like, I'm in a great relationship, I'm incredibly happy. We've all been through this crazy quarantine, and it's also the holidays, so we need to give ourselves some grace. And on top of that, can I just say something? This actually made me really angry when I thought about it. Nobody talks about how much your body changes in your late 20s. Like, for real though. I know I've had people like, oh, in your 30s, like, your hormones are changing, like, your body's changing, but I've never experienced until now. I'm like, my body is changing, my hips are getting wider, I'm not holding weight the same way I used to, my metabolism going a little bit slower, and it's so crazy that people, most of the time ourselves, expect us to look the same way that we did when we were in high school. And for most of us, that's just not the case. And this whole situation told me a couple of things. One, stay off the scales. They're so toxic in my opinion, unless you have a certain goal that you're wanting to meet, but don't be obsessive about it. And two, don't discredit your relationship with food. And I finally have such a healthy relationship with food. I'm eating food that is nourishing me. I'm not feeling guilty about it. And that is one of the best feelings ever. I eat intuitively, so I eat 80% really healthy and clean, and I try to have really nice raw foods, tons of veggies, lots of protein, and then I eat 20% whatever it is, whatever the heck I want, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I'm going to eat those fries, the cake, the ice cream, I don't care, it's fine. And the third thing that I realized when I was journaling is it's not about the number on the scale, it's about how you're feeling physically. And I decided I'm going to get into the best shape of my life, and that is not going to be defined by a number, it's going to be defined by how I look in the mirror and how I physically feel. Like, my body is strong, it's capable, I'm still young, I can get into the best shape of my life, and I'm not there right now. I can't do a pull-up, I can't do a lot of things I want to do, and I'm gonna do that. I am excited for the first time in a really long time to get fit, to get my butt into the gym, and to prove to myself what I can do. My goal this year is also to put out way more genuine, raw content. I love doing, you know, outfit transitions and showing you guys all these fun styling tips, but I also want to have these conversations with you too, because these are real conversations and they're things that a lot of us struggle with. So if you do struggle with this, know that you're not alone. Know that you are strong, you're a survivor. And remember, the best shape is not the number on the scale, it's how you feel, being a healthiest version of you, which is your mind, your body. You're feeling strong, you're feeling good, you're feeling confident. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you. Happy 2022. Hope this was a good year. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you wanted to keep up with my daily stories, I do post every single day on my Instagram.